I'm Sensei John Small with the Western Mountain Jiu-Jitsu Society, and today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite pieces of equipment. This is really superb when it comes to training your wrist strength, your grip strength. It's great for really overall upper arm and shoulder conditioning. It's just a great piece of equipment, I think. Let me start off by saying that it's something that you want to work at the resistance levels that works for you. I usually start off with getting a warm-up set in, where I usually grab for myself about halfway. I've put some marks down the axe that indicate to me where I want to grab, but warming up initially I start off halfway. If you find that you're a little weaker for that, you can choke up the axe some. You may find that you need to go even lighter if you're especially weak in that regard, or maybe overcome an injury. You can use a stick or a hatchet or a hammer even. Can give you some of that resistance that you need and allow you to work through those motions. If you're stronger, maybe you need to choke down the axe. You might find that you're really strong and want to switch to a sledgehammer. But the axe works for me, so this is what I use. And as I say, I start in the beginning just going through some warm-up sets, get the muscles working in this manner. And I'll start just bringing the axe down like so. You can see I bringing the axe down where it's about parallel to the ground. And you want to make sure that you're keeping the motion under control the whole way through. It's pretty important, I believe, with these exercises, and really most exercises. So I'll do about 10 or 12 repetitions or so, switch on to the other hand, go through all the motions. After I get done with that, I move on to rotations, where again I'm looking to keep the axe about parallel to the ground. Once I've done some rotations like that, I'll turn and do the opposite way. Here I'm actually not bringing my forearm quite parallel to the ground. I'm bringing the axe up parallel to the ground. And you'll notice here I'm actually choked further down the axe. I'm stronger this way, so I go about another fist width down the handle when I grab it and do the exercise that direction. So that gets me going. Once I've gone through those, I start working my way down the axe some to the next level, where I'm starting to feel a little bit of work in the forearms. Still not getting real difficult for me. Down here is where it starts to really work the strengthening for me. Again, going in those manners. You want to make sure that you're taking it slow and controlled enough so that you're not letting momentum get a hold of you. Like that. So that's pretty good way to work those wrists in that way. Once I've gone through some of that, a lot of times I move on to starting to work the whole arm. Maybe I choke back up a little ways, and you can see now what I'll do is I'll get the whole arm engaged, but I'm still engaging the wrist as well. Just one long, smooth, fluid motion down to where I'm parallel again and back. Let the whole arm rotate up and back, going through actions like this. Likewise, of course, I do the other side in the same way. Then I move on to coming around. I go that way and bring it around, and backhand it the other way. Maybe, again, depending on whether I'm thinking kind of in a heavier or a lighter workout, I'm perhaps using choking further down, depending on, like I said, my routine for the day, how strong I'm feeling. Get into using the axe in a way for rotations as well. This is a real good way to work that arm and shoulder joint. Again, making sure that you're staying slow and controlled. You want the muscles doing the work. You don't want momentum doing the work for you. So really both directions. want to feel the muscles being engaged. Same thing with the other way. You get into doing figure eights. This is really good in that rotation, especially in this backhand movement. It really starts getting in the forearm there. Coming down around this way, rotate it around. Right here is where it really is going to burn at you. So using it like that. Another thing I like doing, I grab it a little further down for this. This is something I saw on some Indian wrestling videos. They actually have great big clubs they use, and I tend to prefer to use a sledgehammer to really get some good work in like this, because the axe is a little light for the shoulder activity, but especially for loosening up and getting warmed up for that exercise, the axe is good for the job, for me. That's, again, you work at the resistance levels that work for you. Beyond that, there's one other thing that I really practice a bit with the axe, and this is something I kind of put together on my own. I kind of developed my own little kata. It's not something I exactly intended. I don't usually think in those terms, but a lot of my strengthening techniques that I practice with the axe just kind of fell into their own place. And so it'll be all a demonstration. I call it the kata of the axe. I hope I've given myself enough room here. In any case, see how it goes. No more, gotta gozamashita. Thank you. Sayonara.